What is up, MFers? Welcome to, I don't even really know, some power plant lake in Texas that's supposed to be absolutely amazing and potentially have teens, yes, teen-sized bass in it that are, oh yeah, they're moving up on beds. So they're the fattest of the entire season, and I'm absolutely freaking jacked because I pulled up and I saw that right there. That's why we are here. They are pouring smoke out of the stack up there, which is what you want because even though I'm down here in Texas, it is 25 degrees right now, of course. Got the beautiful sexiness. I just want to stare at it. I don't even want to put it in the lake Okay, I do want to put it in the lake. So we're going to get that guy launched. We're going to get out here on this lake, try to figure out these fish. They obviously can be a little bit sneaky, a little bit picky, a little bit tricky when they are on beds. And as with every power plant lake, there's all sorts of weird stuff going on. One side of the lake, they might be pre-spawn, they might be post-spawn over here. They might be on the summer pattern where the water's pouring out and it's 85 degrees. Weird stuff happens, but what I do know is I am very glad I'm not standing over a hole on the ice. All right, let's get everything unpacked, get out there and start whooping some ass. All right, MFers, let's get this damn show on the road. This lake is like freaking bonkers. So it makes a big V. One side of it is where the warm water discharge is. The other side is not. So the one with the warm water discharge is about 5 degrees warmer. It's about 65 degrees right now. I assume the water temps dropped a little bit because it's 26 degrees outside right now. So I drove around and mapped, and it's a super deep lake and it's got a lot of deep grass. So I decided I think I'm gonna start over here on the cooler side of the lake and fish for some pre-spawners. I'm here on a main lake point. So there's a point that comes out, we got a spawning cove there, a little spawning pocket there. I'm in 19 feet of water, but there's actually grass growing out from my side imaging looking around in like 18 to 25 feet of water. So I put on this, I got the 6 Sense Quake. This is actually, yep, this is the Thud model. So you guys can see there's the deep grass with actually some fish next to it. So I better shut my mouth, start firing some casts. Let's break this lake down. We got all day. There you have it, guys. That's what the old grass looks like. Green, deep, stringy, sexy. Okay, yeah. Well, I've been having fish follow this Hinkle shad a lot of my casts. There's definitely clearly a lot of smaller males up in these pockets. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see them, but there's beds everywhere. And I finally had a little bit better caliber fish. I think it was a male, but it was more like 3, maybe 3.5 pounds. So that's a good sign, but they're definitely not committing to this bait this morning. This lake's really, really interesting. It has so much amazing looking cover. I'm seeing beds everywhere, but I haven't seen a single fish locked onto beds. Just seems to be a lot of males cruising. I've seen no big females, but from what I heard, the bigger females are on beds that are a little too deep to see. Anyways, not a huge deal that the big females are not on beds right now, because either A, it's gonna get better this afternoon because they like to move up when it heats up, or B, they're done and they'll probably bite better than if they were on the beds. But yeah, I think we just need to cover water. Every single point has deep grass on it, so I'm thinking maybe we got some stagers out there. We might go check out some of that stuff here in a second. Beautiful morning though, a little chilly, but it's a hell of a lot better than ice fishing, like I said earlier. Get back here, you pecker. Well, we got a fish on down there somewhere. There he is. I saw him swimming away with it too. Not a big, but hey, blindly casting with the old whacking rig. And we got ourselves a nice Tejation, beautiful Florida strain 3-pounder. Pow. I think this guy is gonna be okay. Let's get him back in. Swam off well. If you guys watched the last video, you know what this is all about, but basically just a weedless, wacky Bass Pro Shop sticko worm. The cheap guy. Blind casting around. I'm seeing a ton of males, Haven't seen a single one that I think's a female yet. So either I can't see them or they're not moved up. There we go. Little wacky rig fish. Once again, not one of our big females, just a little male guy. But we'll take him nonetheless. Well, thanks for playing, bud. Oh, that's a giant. Absolute tank. My worm was going sideways and of course didn't feel him because look at him, he's a freaking minnow. Just hanging out, waiting for the big females to come in. Cover in water, guys. There we go. Oh, that's a better one. Might actually be like a female. Nope, just a good sized male. Come on. Come on. Sweet. Freaking choked it. Pow. You guys, the reason I'm throwing this wacky rig is because the water is really clean, and this is a power plant lake, and so we got a lot of varying water temperatures. So the fish are in all phases of the spawn, and there's a ton of males up shallow just cruising around. Now there's giant females in here supposedly. I haven't even seen one yet. Basically just gotta cover water, throwing this wacky rig around. The water's really clean, so it's a good way to fish shallow and have something natural, because even the males aren't locked on at all, and they're super spooky. Like, you get your boat within 50 feet of them and they take off. There we go. Finally got one to eat the hinko, and it's a tank. Oh. Made a mistake there, guys. I checked the camera, make sure it was running, because it's a piece of shit. And that guy jumped and threw it. It's like about a 6-pounder. Oh God, I got thumped again. What the hell? Right in the same spot where he came off. My God. That was something right there. I honestly, guys, just was completely caught off guard, because I've been having like a 2 to 3 pounder follow my swim bait literally every single cast, and then 2 casts in a row. First one just kind of picked it up. Second one just freaking clobbered it. Guys, I don't know if you can hear much or anything that I'm saying, but a tough one so far. Kind of like yesterday in that things just haven't gone as planned for the first half of the day. It is about the midway point. It is 1:17, so we only have about 4 hours of daylight. The wind decided to pick up, and somehow I lost the only good fish I've had bite my swim bait all day today. But I think I'm starting to figure out a little bit to stop dicking around with those fish up shallow. I literally get a 2 to 3 pound follower every single cast, and then the big one that I lost, and then the cast afterwards, the big bite was on like a rounded point on the main lake with some wind blowing on it. So the wind has picked up, as I'm sure you guys are hearing. I think we need to mix it up, fish some more main lake stuff, and if we're gonna go in the coves, we need to cast right to the middle with like a wacky rig to catch those bigger females that are there. I think they're just not showing themselves, but we're only halfway through the day. It's fun. We're having a good time. Beautiful lake. Weather's not great, but it's better than ice fishing, like I keep saying. There we go. Just put on the old Niko rig. Oh. That one didn't even feel that small. You don't lose fish on wacky rigs unless they break you off pretty much, like ever. That's why I just lost that one today. Today sucks so far. We need to turn shit around, guys. This is bad. Well, he felt big for about 1/4 of a second when he was against a tree. We didn't lose him because he's small. Only big ones get away. Fishing and such, right? Get him back. That's the old rig though. The old Niko, which doesn't actually look like that. It just got pulled that way by the fish, but it does look like that. So we got a weedless-ish wacky hook, O-ring, Weight, floating worm, sits like that, catches fish. Another guy. Man, isn't this surprising? Pick up the wacky rig or whatever the hell you call the niko, and you catch small ones. I know. Shocker. Thing is though, fishing like this, these big females that are along with these guys' girlfriends are giant. I've seen a couple of them, and they won't bite traditional anything. They won't bite a jig or a Texas rig. They just look at it. You got a blind cast with stuff that looks stupid like this. A lot of times they're on the spawn, unfortunately. Now, that's not to say when we get up here on this corner where we lost that swimbait fish and had that bite right afterwards, we're not gonna throw swimbait. But this is about the best you can do for these pocket. There we go. Another not very impressive one on the old niko rig, but hey, freaking males, huh? Males for days. Today has been a bit frustrating, losing that big swimbait fish, obviously, and then having it be cloudy on the day that we went to the lake that's supposed to be good bed fishing. But figured out a little something throwing this niko rig around. It's crazy because you see it swim off when you get a bite, and I mean, I'm not kidding when I say there is 10+ pounders in here, and you never know when you set the hook what it could be. So that's keeping me out here still. There's only a few hours of daylight left. Billy Lawson, your Lake Fork guide, as his channel name, he was out here today, did similar to how we're doing here, and he took off already. So there's only a couple more boats left out here. I'm hoping the sun pops out. Doesn't really look like it's going to, and so I think for now we're just going to be blind casting. Probably catch a couple more rats like that guy, but there's always that chance. Oh God, yes. Come here, big girl. Look at the mouth on this thing. Finally had one eat the swimmer. Yeah, bud. Oh man, that was a lot of freaking work for this fish, which is way smaller than the one we lost earlier. But hey, how about that, guys? Big Tejas bass, sexy swimming bait. I finally switched colors to this guy because there's a lot of tilapias in here, and this big fish, which is not that big, 3.5 pounder probably, giant frame though, was right on this point. Freaking crushed it. Well guys, was not the day that we hoped for. Kind of got that swim bait stuck in my hand for a long time today, and I probably shouldn't have thrown it, but once I had that big bite on it and lost that big one that jumped off, it was very tough to throw anything else. Ended up catching a lot more fish on the niko rig, the wacky rig, but we didn't catch a ton. Kind of goes to show, if you come to Texas, if you come to the South, don't come during a cold front. These Florida stream bass do not like it. Even in power plant lakes, obviously, they're still affected by it when the air temperatures are in the mid-20s to start the morning. But I did get to break in this beautiful black beast. Don't forget to comment down below what you guys want it to be named. We'll probably do like a breakdown video of how I got everything set up. I don't have all my stuff in yet, but once I get home, I will get it all rigged up. You have to comment down below though. Let me know too if you want to see that type of video. I'm not going to make it if you guys don't want to see it, but this thing has some pretty badass features that I've kind of played with and learned a little bit about that I want to show you guys as well. So I guess we are getting out of here. Beautiful Tejation sunset back behind me. Sun against the trees. It's getting dark, but I think I know we have to get back heading towards the north, unfortunately, because we got to go get Max from school tomorrow, actually. But we're going to stop one more spot along the way. I'm going to drive about 7.5 hours tonight into Kansas, and we're going to fish another power plant lake in Kansas tomorrow. So you will see me back there in the morning. It's supposed to be substantially colder up there, so I'm going to have to bundle up. but there's gonna be fish to be caught there. There always is in a lot of different types of species. So that is where my slaunch-tastic voyage is gonna take me, up north to the Kansas, hopefully. I got a long freaking drive. I need to stop talking to you guys and get on the road. If you like this video, if this is the first time watching Milliken fishing video, I'd love if you'd go hit the subscribe button. I'm sorry we didn't catch more big ones. That's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes we freaking slam though, but hopefully you guys like the big swim bait fish. I love throwing that stuff. I gotta get north though. I will catch you guys very soon. I'm out of here. Peace.
I'm not sorry. I can't help this love like mine. I'm not sorry. I can't stop with a love like mine.